example between the inner and the outer. You know how like football players when they break, they score the goal, they go down to Sujud. Even yourself, like when you break something's happened, you go to Sujud. Is that something that we should just be like grateful? Can we do that and that's enough without the Sujud part of the act?
Yeah. Or just pray 2 rak'ah. Instead of just making a sajda, do 2 rak'ah. Or in his sajda, shukr is a thing. Is that what you're asking about? No, sajda shukr is valid. Yeah, that's a valid. But people making sujood for nothing. For example, some people, they pray the sunnah prayer. This is a practice in some parts of the world. They pray the fard, they pray the sunnah, and then they make sujood and make dua. That type of thing. That's not sanctioned. There's no sujood, independent sujood after prayer, for example. So that's what we mean. But sujood for shukr is part of the sharia with conditions. Yeah, the conditions are like what makes the shukr. What is the type of thing that you make shukr for? It has to be something that, for example, is not common. It's not like a reoccurring thing. Like you don't make sajda shukr for every breath that you take because that's a recurring ni'mah. Stuff like that. There are certain conditions. And then for when it is to be done, there are other conditions for the validity of the sajda itself. Like you must be in a state of tahara. Stuff like that. The awrah must be covered. Stuff like that. So when you see footballers making sajda shukr with, it depends on what madhab they're following as well in terms of the awrah, but stuff like that. Or you have to be in a state of tahara. You see Muslim MMA fighters making sajda and they have blood all over them. Of course not valid because you have najasa on you. You have to be in a state of tahara. You have to face the direction of the qibla. A lot of people don't. Again, the footballers and the MMA fighters and stuff, they just, wherever they're facing, they drop down. You just can't make sajda to any direction you want. These are conditions for validity. So there are conditions that govern the validity of the act itself, and then there are conditions as to when do you do it. And then there are other rules apply into some, like for example, some cases you shouldn't do it. So for example, if you see somebody who is, I know the PC culture, you can't say words like handicap, but if you see somebody with like handicap, something like that, and you want to do shukr, because you're not in that state, but you know that if you do it, the person might feel bad. In those cases, you say, don't do it when they can see. When somebody's doing sins, it's permissible to it's recommended to make the sajda to thank Allah that you're not in that level of sin. But what if that sinful person is like the president who's going to kick you out of the country, arrest you, stuff like that. There are other rules. I'm just trying to show there are other rules that govern. So that is part of the sharia. But I'm talking about the sujood that have nothing to do with. Like some people say if they go to a new place, they make sajda. Because they want, they give weird explanations. Connect with the ground and I don't know, sajda. Yeah, no, that's not part of the... But again, in the Shafi'i school, there might be something in some, maybe the Hanafis, they have something like that. Maybe. But yeah, from the Shafi'i, no, we don't have any sajda except tilawa, shukur, and the salah. Sajda is in salah.